Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Star Wars The Bad Batch. This is Season 1, Episode 16, titled Kamino Lost. It's the part 2 of the two-part season finale. So yeah, the end of Season 1 of The Bad Batch. It has been a really interesting ride. A lot of cool characters all the way through. A lot of side missions. And towards the end here, definitely focusing more on the main story, I guess you could say, of the Bad Batch and Kamino and the clones getting phased out,
decommission of the clones, and so on. So
yeah,
it's a lot of topics being touched
exactly
throughout this whole series, and I think it's been a great ride. I don't mind the slow episodes along the way. It sort of builds up to something, so it's joyful.
It always does in these animated series, and also with some of the stuff that they've been setting up and introducing us to in this first season. I'm sure it's going to come back in the second season, even though we might not get a payoff to all of it here in the last episodes. But before we start the finale, I'm just going to repeat what I said in the previous video. We are not in the same place where we usually record these reactions, in our apartment. There was just too much noise, too much construction, home improvement stuff going on. So we had to pick up all the equipment and transport it to my hometown, actually, where you live now. So yeah. We're in your living room.
Yeah, we tore the living room apart and set up the equipment, and the sound might be a little bit different because the room is different and so on. So
yeah. If things are a little bit different, look different, sound different, then that's why. But I think we are pretty much ready to jump into the season finale of Star Wars The Bad Batch, Season 1. And it's only appropriate with the season finale that we have a little drink while we are watching the episode. So just cheers to you guys out there. But let's do it, and you can of course always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the shows that we're doing. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go.
Kamino Lost.
Yeah, quite fitting.
Picks up right where it left off.
Yes, it does. With the destruction of Tupaka City, the cloning facilities. Damn. How the hell are you gonna get out of this one? Oof.
Apparently sliding out of it.
Into the water, or can they still get to the ship?
I'm pretty sure that was swimming in the waters of Kamino.
Nah, I wouldn't want to. Oh, fuck. Omega got cut off from the rest?
Cities have been destroyed, sir. All Kaminoan facilities have collapsed into the sea.
Very good. Rendezvous with the fleet.
Interesting that he's still got clones on his ship.
Yeah, probably not the brightest one of them, though.
What, the clones, or?
Yeah, if they can see where it's going, but...
He didn't sound too happy about it, though, the clone that reported to him. Nice, he still got AC.
Omega? I do not wish to alarm you, but if you do not vacate this compartment, you will soon perish, and I will be left here on my own.
Very thoughtful.
Crosshair!
Oh! Well, that's interesting. Cut off from the others, but Crosshair is there.
I cannot override the protocols from here.
I can.
Some kind of override. Brute force.
Manual override. Guess you could call it.
You survived the aerial bombardment, but are now moments away from drowning.
That is awful.
Very informative.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You're now drowning. Good shots.
Yeah. mentioned it before, but she's gotten really good with that bow.
Yeah. Lie still, I'll just shoot you out of this.
Still preferable to drowning. Oh.
Nice catch.
Yeah, they actually got him. They weren't separated for long.
What have you done? The Empire opened fire on the city. We weren't gonna leave you behind. We don't have time for this. We need to get topside before this entire structure
What do you think
submerges.
about that,
If
Crosshair?
you want to stay here and die, that's your call.
No, thank you for saving my life. Nothing?
No,
Nah.
nothing.
Oh, man. All the clones.
Come on, Omega. We have to go.
Kind of sad.
Very. You're gonna hit the ocean floor,
Yeah.
however deep,
Hope the
deep
yeah.
down that is. Right.
Omega, watch out!
A little late for that.
You are okay.
I believe we have landed on the ocean floor.
Okay.
There is no way to accurately calculate the damage. Most of the facility must be
Fucked.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's a nicer way to put it.
Yeah, nice word.
Ironically, our old barracks is one of the few compartments habitable, albeit temporarily. At least the smell's gone.
Check it out. Our board's still here.
All those missions together, and you threw it away.
Easy now.
Choice, and so did you. Soldiers follow orders.
Not blindly.
Blind
Yeah.
allegiance makes you a pawn.
Yeah. It's his go-to sentence.
We landed on the underwater tunnel.
Ah. I can
If we use it to reach
Yeah,
the base
okay.
post, we could get back to the Marauder.
follow it back to the Marauder.
You have a better idea.
Yeah. You want to swim?
Walking in a glass tube.
Yeah.
We need to go back.
Yeah.
There must be another way.
You done complaining? You know, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
A lot of blame going around.
Yeah.
Crosshair has always been severe and unyielding. It is his nature. You cannot change that.
It's good to get the views from the other guys. Regular's like a big kiddo would have taken you anyway, and Echo's kind of spot on.
Tech, you mean?
Tech, sorry.
And yeah, as you said, even though I understand you, doesn't mean I have to agree with you.
Barring any further complications, this enclosure remains a viable means of transport.
If nothing else happens, which probably will happen. Yeah.
Roaring?
I think we got a problem.
Ugh.
There's always a bigger fish.
At least just one big ass fish. Fuck.
Try to stay alive!
Try to.
I'll do my utmost.
Thank you, AC. Come on. There we go. Power. And then how is that going to... Oh. Like that. Okay.
And that was it.
It's like, fuck this. That hurt. Well done.
It appears I have caused this structure's remaining power to short out. But you have survived the transit. This outcome is satisfactory.
He's very matter of fact
Yeah.
in his way of communicating. But then again, he is a droid. Ah, they're back in that lab.
Yeah. Their birthplace.
Is this place? Nalase's private lab. Omega was created before us. Technically, she is older than
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, yeah. So why is she calling it shot? Because she's the older one.
She's your big sister. Ugh.
That tunnel was the only way to the Marauder.
Shit.
It's a long swim.
Yeah. How are they gonna...
My battery cells are depleting. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Yeah, that's not good.
Kamino, Rex, the Republic. That time is over. The Empire will control the entire galaxy, and I am going to be a part of it.
Why is he so different mentally? I mean,
Yeah. So loyal to this new empire. He just wants power, or just wants to be on the controlling side of things?
I wanted to believe it was the inhibitor chip that made you like this, but I was wrong.
These medical capsules are our way out of here.
If our mass is evenly distributed, the buoyancy of these watertight chambers will bring us to the surface.
How do we avoid the debris field out there?
Good question.
Right. He can do it.
at least he pitches in on survival.
Yeah, Crosshair, yeah.
Your safety and well-being is my primary mission objective.
He's really helping out a lot, but now I have a feeling that he's gonna have to sacrifice himself.
Yeah, he's going to be sacrificed along the way.
He mentioned how he doesn't have a lot of power left. And, yeah.
You may fire.
Seems risky, but if there's no other way... Fuck, and he's gonna have to guide all of them. That's a lot of work.
Get them out of the room, they'll float to the top.
Yeah, and then push the debris out of the way.
Good call.
Yeah.
Again.
Doing great, AZ.
Oh, fuck. Shit. And why is Omega even alone in one of those things? I thought they had to distribute the weight evenly.
Yeah.
And this is when the sacrifice
Power
happens.
runs out.
Yeah.
Last power used for welding.
Or cutting.
Yeah.
At least they made it to the surface.
Got caught on some debris. It's okay. AZ's got me.
Oh.
Running out. Power on the way up.
Your path is clear. I have completed my objective.
No!
Your path is clear.
Oh. That's sad.
I'm going after AZ.
You what? Okay.
Not the brightest move.
I get it.
I'm going in.
Yeah. What the hell are you doing? Now? What's that gonna accomplish? Oh! Ah. Phew.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Well, he is good at that. Well, he helped out.
I have a visual on the Marauder.
For reasons
I suggest we
unknown.
start paddling.
Just so that they're even, I guess. Wow, this is still on Kamino. It's
Yeah.
never seen weather like this on that planet. As soon as the...
All the cities are destroyed and now the good weather arrives. Yeah, that's right. We've never seen not raining on Kamino.
I don't think so, at least.
You coming with us?
None of this changes anything.
You offered us a chance, Crosshair. This is yours.
I made my decision.
Dang.
We want different things, Crosshair. That doesn't mean that we have to be enemies.
Not necessarily, but they're still gonna find themselves on like opposite sides at some point. And again, I'm sure.
He's gonna give it one last go.
What, to try and convince him?
Yeah.
Nah. He's just saying goodbye to Kamino.
What?
Or
Thank you for saving AZ.
Consider us even.
Yeah.
You're still their brother, Crosshair. You're my brother too.
she's such a good person.
She is.
There's still some hope left. Still some good in him.
Oh yeah, good old Star Wars. There's good left in it, and he's now alone.
Yeah, waiting for the Empire to pick him up. Like, how are they going to treat him now?
There we go.
Mistress Nala Say, welcome. We are all admirers of your scientific talents. The Empire has big things planned for you.
Yeah, Rampart did say he...
Needed scientists.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love the clone commando sign. That's the end.
Yeah.
Right. They have big plans.
Left
there
it wide open for season 2.
Yeah. With Nala saying it's What plans though?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they can put into season 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The decommissioning of the clones still going on as well.
A lot of stuff, but I like the way that during these 2 last episodes that they focused on the Bad Batch and that bond there, and with Crosshair and Omega, and now saying goodbye to Kamino, so that part of the transition phase is kind of over now. They're not making any more clones, at least on Kamino, not those kind of clones.
But yeah, that's seriously a way of decommissioning the clone facility.
Yeah,
just blowing the stuff up.
You could say that, yeah, definitely.
But I was kind of hoping that we could have gotten Crosshair in with a Bad Batch in season 1, and they'll be working together in season 2. And well, I can keep on hoping for season 2 apparently.
Yeah, so, he did not join back up with the crew, with the Bad Batch, and we really got a good look at where he is mentally during this one, and for some reason he just has a lot of loyalty towards the Empire, and I think there's definitely several things that determines why he's so loyal or why he wants to stay with the Empire, and it seems like one of them being that he wants power, or he wants to be with the most powerful people in the galaxy, and they're with the Empire, so like I don't know, man. I
don't know what really makes him tick with that, but he's very adamant about that. Well, soldiers follow orders, and that seems to like drilled into him, even though the inhibitor chip's supposed to be gone, but that seemed kind of drilled into his mind that this is what I do. At the same time, as you say, he really wanted to be the one in charge. He kind of looked at Omega and said, well, is he in charge now, or who's in charge? So he's also focusing on that part. So
he wants to be important. Yeah. And they used to be extremely important for the Republic. And he does not think it's like they're not made for just going around the galaxy and surviving and doing the job here and there, and what the Bad Batch have been doing. Like that's not what they're made for.
Soldiers work in an army. So yes, that's where you want to be.
And with the Republic gone, then there's the Empire. So to him, that's like the only option available. But I'm very curious about like how the Empire is going to treat him going forward, because Rampart, at least, he was more than willing to just let him die. Tarkin as well, like the leadership
clones, so
he's just a number to them, just like they told him.
Oh, and just Tarkin, I enjoyed talking. You may fire when ready in the last episode, so that just popped in my mind as well. Let's see where it goes in season 2. There's so many things to work with here, I think.
Yeah.
The whole Bad Batch getting back together. Are they going to join the Rebels? Where's Rex at? The bounty hunters? The decommissioning of the clones, the final decommissioning of the clones. What kind of cloning facility is being built now with the Empire? What are they going to clone? Because they're decommissioning the clones.
But they still need the scientists like Nala Say to help them with something. And they have big plans in that regard. And of course, that can go in many different directions, maybe tied to like something we have mentioned before with in the sequel trilogy, how the Emperor came back in clones, and was Snoke a clone of the Emperor, or how did that come about? And like there's a lot of explaining to do there anyhow. So if they can get into some of that stuff, during this series, then maybe. Although like we are many years prior to the sequel trilogy,
Yeah.
so exactly how that's going to.
But that could lay the groundwork for the explanation for later on in Star Wars. So I enjoy this, tying up the knots, and what Filoni is doing with the sort of filling out the plot holes here and there, adding new stuff as well. Might be a miss every now and then with the timelines and stuff like that, but I don't mind.
Yeah, no, it's. I think the way that they've been lining things up with the movies and the series, and I'm sure like comics and the books and games, and like really trying to make like a cohesive canon. Like what, just like they said when Disney bought Lucasfilm, they didn't do a really good job of it back then, but now they're tying more things into each other, and we got, of course, as I mentioned, the series with The Mandalorian, and we're gonna get Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, and
There's
some
a
more
lot
stuff
of good
there.
Star Wars coming.
Yeah.
I enjoy that very much, and it's a nice escape from reality. Watching Star Wars and trying to think about it, talk to Sonny about it during the week, and so on. So now we'll just have to watch the movies once again, discuss them once more, and until Christmas time, where we get the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes, there is, I believe, something called Star Wars Visions that comes out before that, but those stories, I think they're not going to be canon, but it's still going to be Star Wars, and I'm sure it's still going to be very entertaining. It's going to be some very different stories here and there, so maybe we're going to take a look at those if we have the time to do so. And we got a few revelations here towards the end, like the fact that Omega is actually older than the Bad Batch, and she was there when they were being made, and they were made in the same lab as well. So getting some more background info on that was pretty cool. And all in all, I think these last two episodes, the finale, it was really well made, and as I already mentioned as well, focusing on the Bad Batch. That just felt right. Like they could have brought in other characters, could have had someone rescue them, and we definitely have seen that before in the Star Wars universe with people coming to the rescue
right.
at the very end.
All about the Bad Batch at the end, and Boba Fett's sister. Yeah, so
yeah, I'm sure like someone like Boba Fett, he's gonna come into play during this series, a young Boba Fett. I have a feeling, and of course we're gonna see Rex again. Pretty sure we're gonna see Ahsoka at some point. They brought in bounty hunters like Cad Bane and Fennec Shand. We're gonna see them again, and we saw some stuff with like crime syndicates. Maybe that's gonna lead us down the path to Maul again as well. So yeah, plenty of stuff to come. Plenty of characters that we're gonna see again, familiar characters, and I'm sure new characters too. It was a good season.
It was
very entertaining, and even with the little side missions here and there, and
I didn't mind.
No, I didn't mind either, because it all ties together, and at some point or towards the end, they're pretty good at that.
And I get to watch Star Wars with you once a week, so that's perfect. So thank you for a great season 1. Looking forward to season 2.
Yes, we will definitely be back for season 2 and more Star Wars when that happens. Definitely. But cheers to you. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for watching. And I think that's pretty much going to do it then. Sorry about these videos coming out late. I wanted to put them out earlier, but everything that I already explained at the beginning of this one and the previous one, with having to move the equipment, and like we're watching this in the evening, Friday evening here in Denmark, and now I'm going to have to spend the rest of the evening and some of the night as well editing these videos. So yeah, that's why they're coming out a little later than what I would have wanted. And also I have to do 2 reactions today because we missed the previous episode last week, or we weren't able to watch it. Yeah, we couldn't make it. So yeah, I got some work ahead of me. This has been great. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you as soon as possible. May the force be with you always.